Hello, my name is Naomi Moir, and I provide professional development for teachers through Oxford University Press. But I'm also a mum, and over the last few days, I've been thinking of ideas to keep my 5-year-old son entertained and learning. I'm going to share 3 of those ideas with you here in this short video. The first idea is a things you can do poster. The first morning, I thought we would fill this paper with lovely ideas for things we can do outside, but I discovered very quickly that my son is not an enthusiastic writer. So after about 3 or 4 words, he had had enough. So we will do this slowly over time. We will add to it as we go along. We focused on outside first because unusually the weather is really good here in England at the moment, but we will also do an inside activities poster. Something like this is really useful for introducing or practicing vocabulary related to hobbies, sports, activities, etc. If there are words that your child doesn't know, you could look them up in a dictionary together. They could mime it or act it out for you, and you could tell them what the word is in English, or they could use their mother tongue and you could provide the translation. We have put this up on our living room door so that we can come back to it and look at it when we are lost for ideas. But you could also use it for other games. So for example, you could set the timer on your phone and you could see how many you can mime or act out and guess in a set period of time, for example, 30 seconds. Or you could see if you can get through all of them and how quickly you can do that, and then try and do it faster and faster each time. And of course, as I mentioned before, you can always come back to this if you're looking for ideas, which takes me to idea number 2. Idea number 2 is a daily plan. We have divided our plan into sections according to who is parenting and who is working. So on this one, we have daddy in the morning, then mummy across the middle of the day, and then daddy again at the end of the day. And in the morning, my son chooses the ideas and activities that he would like to do during the day. The reason I let him choose is to give him some control and some input into what is happening around him and how his day will be. I think it's important for children to have choice and to have some degree of ownership over what is happening. I've also tried to encourage him to understand that we won't necessarily do all of these things, but they are things that we can do if we have time and if we feel like it. Obviously, we can refer to our ideas posters when we're doing this, and it's also another example of good opportunity to practice vocabulary related to activities, hobbies, household jobs as well could go on here. And again, like before, you could translate, you could mime, you could look words up in a dictionary, and that will all help with building their vocabulary. The third idea is a journal. So we're encouraging our son to write 2 to 3 sentences a day. He chooses what he wants to write about, and sometimes he gives the day a star rating: 1 star for an okay day, 2 stars for a good day, and 3 stars for a really super day. Obviously, this is good for forming sentences. It can also support with practicing or teaching the past simple, and verbs like went, build, cooked, cooked, and other verbs like that. If past simple verbs are new to them, or you're just building that up, or they're just understanding that, you could maybe make a word bank, a verb bank. So you could have regular and irregular verbs, and then they can refer to that when they are doing their journal, which would allow them to be a little more independent with this task. With this one, we're trying to encourage our son to do it independently, but then we work with him to go back over it afterwards to look for spelling, capital letters, punctuation, and things like that. Right, I hope those ideas are useful. I'll try and keep more coming. If you are looking for more ideas, please visit our Oxford Parents page. I wish you luck, and I hope you can try some of these out and that they go well for you. Thank you.